Hello BookTube. For my second tag I'm doing this Tag Tuesday, I'm going to be doing the Milky Way tag. This tag was created by Hannah's blog, and I saw this originally on Margaret Pinard's channel. She did this tag earlier today. And it is the Milky Way tag. So, prompt number 1. Mercury. A book with themes of loneliness. Actually, I'm struggling with finding an answer for this one. But I'm thinking maybe God Emperor of Dune, because much of Leto's actions in this book, Leto Atreides has ascended to Emperor and he's transformed into a giant sandworm, human hybrid. And I think much of its actions in this book are dominated by his feelings of loneliness, that he's looking for connections and trying to escape his loneliness. And so I think God Emperor of Dune by Frank Herbert really works for this prompt. Venus. A book set in a hot climate. So for this one, I'm going to go with nonfiction. Inglorious Empire, What the British Did to India by Shashi Tharoor. This is a slim history of taking into account what Britain did negatively to India during Britain's occupation and rule over India. And it is an amazing book. Earth. A book with multiple perspectives. For this one, I'm going to go with the A Song of Ice and Fire series by George R.R. Martin. These books have numerous point of view characters. So in the first book alone, Game of Thrones, there's Ned Stark, Catelyn Stark, Sansa Stark, Arya Stark, Bran Stark, Jon Snow, and then there's Tyrion Lannister and Daenerys Targaryen. And then in the second book, Theon Greyjoy joins in, and then in the fourth book, I think Brienne of Tarth joins in, or I know certainly Jaime Lannister does. So it's like quite a few point of view characters. So yeah. Oh yeah, also Devil Seaworth starts in book 2. It's been a while since I've read them, so I don't quite remember all of the POV characters. Mars. A book that had potential but didn't deliver. Phoenix Extravagant by Yoon. I really loved his Hexarchate novels, and I had high hopes for Phoenix Extravagant, but they didn't quite turn out how I'd hoped. Which, check my weekly reads video where I talk about that. Jupiter. A big chonk that you enjoyed. I'm assuming this is a really big book. And for that, I'm going to go with Big Wonderful Thing by Stephen Harrigan. This is his big history of Texas. And I have talked about my love of this book ad nauseum on this channel for over a year now. Ever since I've read Big Wonderful Thing, I've extolled it. It's magnificent. Saturn. A book that gets a lot of attention that you enjoyed. So this one gave me a bit of a struggle because I don't quite get on very well with popular opinion, I don't think. But I guess I could go with maybe The City We Became by N.K. Jemisin. I did really like that one. That was the first novel by Jemisin that I really enjoyed. And I think most other people have also really enjoyed it. Uranus or Uranus. But I much prefer Uranus. A book with an embarrassing title that you've read. Mediocre by Ijeoma Oluo. I'm sorry, but the irony is it kind of also describes the book too. Neptune, a book that gives you chills. I think maybe 100 Years War in Palestine by Rashid Khalidi, I think really gave me chills. It's a magnificent history of the Palestinian struggle against colonization. And finally, Pluto, a book that doesn't get enough credit. Post-Wall, Post-Square by Kristina Spohr. This is a big, magnificent history of the end of the Cold War, following George H.W. Bush, Mikhail Gorbachev, and later Boris Yeltsin, Deng Xiaoping to a degree, and Helmut Kohl, I think, was the Chancellor of Germany, which I really should know because he gets a lot of attention in the book. So, yeah, Big Wonderful Thing is an amazing, amazing book. Loved it. So that was the Milky Way tag. If you would like to view this tag, consider yourselves tagged, and I will see you Thursday, maybe with the video, because I know there's a poetry video that's going, or a poetry challenge that's going around that I want to get in on. But if not, I might do another tag video or something, and then Friday will be weekly reads. Obviously tomorrow I'm going to spend this time when I'm usually filming watching the next episode of Loki. So anyway, BookTube, until next time, thank you, have a great afternoon and day, and stay safe.